Welcome to TechSpace, and in this video I want to go over how to keep your PC running good. And to do that, I just want to show you what I do to keep my PC running well. And I don't have the best of PC, I guess you could say, or processor at least. So if I go here, I'll show you my specs for my PC. I have an 8.1 Industry Pro operating system. I have 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's DDR3, 32-bit operating system for right now, just because just personal reasons. and I currently have one operating system on this hard drive, so I'm not dual booting or anything. It's just a normal PC setup. So this is the specs for my PC, and I'm going to show you how I run things on Steam, from Counter-Strike to Line of Sight to Battlefield, and how I run processes and programming and all of this stuff without having lag or any issues on this PC. So basically, what you're going to do is go to search and go to services. If you have the start menu, Windows 7, just go over and type in services in the start menu. And sorry. Once you type in services, you'll get this gear icon. Click on it, and you'll get this window. Once you get this window, you're going to want to go up here, click the status button twice, and you'll have all the things that are running at the top. You're going to want to scroll down and just make yourself a little familiar with what's going on here. So basically any service that's running, or basically anything that's running on your computer in general, this is a list of everything. So a lot of these things you need and a lot of these things you don't need. And there are a few big things that I want to go over, particularly in this menu, that you do not need, and that will make your computer run a lot faster. So number one, if you have any programs downloaded on your computer that you don't need, you don't use anymore, games on your computer you don't use anymore, delete them. And you can just go to your control panel, go to view by category, go down to uninstall a program. It'll list all your programs, and just go delete the ones that you don't want. You just click on it, click uninstall, click next, and it'll take you straight through the process. So after you've done that, what you want to do is go to services, and within this menu you'll see a whole bunch of different names for different things that are running. And a big thing that I want you to take off first is Windows Search. So find Windows Search, and you're going to want to right click on it and click Stop. Once you click Stop, this will no longer run, and it won't take up the memory that it's using to run. So things like Family Safety, Windows Search, um, let's see. What else? So Windows Media Player, things that you don't use. Like I said, if you don't use the telephone, if you don't have a telephone line at all in your house, disable telephone. Like you don't need uh, your touch keyboard. If you don't use that, disable that. Your printer, if you don't use a printer, go to Print Spooler and go to right click it and click Stop, and just do this to all the services that you don't use. But a big thing is finding that Windows search and clicking on this and stopping it. Next, what you're going to do is go down to your taskbar at the bottom, right click on it, and you'll get pop up, click Task Manager. And in Task Manager, you're going to want to go down or go over to Startup, and in Startup, you're going to want to go through all these tasks, click on them, and make sure that they're at disabled so that they do not run when you start up your PC. Once you've done that, you're going to want to go over to Details and go to the programs that you frequently use. Like, so when I play Counter-Strike, for instance, I do this for Counter-Strike. So say I use Steam a lot. You're going to want to right-click on Steam, go to Set Priority, and go to High. And then it'll say Change Priority. Click it, and it'll change the priority of this program to High for your PC, and that'll make it run faster because your PC's prioritizing it over other programs. So as you can see, things like Google Crash Handler I don't want to use, so I can set that priority to really low, which it already is, or I can go right click it and click End Task or End Process Tree. Process Tree is just like if you have multiple things open of the same program, it'll close all of those windows. So that's another way to make your PC run a little bit faster. And again, I'd recommend doing this before you end up or go into a game. Make sure that you don't have any programs that are open in here running for no reason that you don't need. Go in, right click on them, and just click End Task and Process. And that's the end of that. So that won't pop back up again until you restart your PC or You click on that program. So again, make sure they're not running in here. And with this done, with the startup menus disabled, with the services disabled that you don't use on your computer, and one more thing, which is clicking the Windows button on your PC or just going to search up here and typing in %tmp %, hitting enter, and you'll get this folder, and you're just going to want to Control A and delete all this stuff. So just delete all this stuff. If you can't delete it right now, it's because you're using it in a program. This is just temporary files that are stored on your computer. Just click skip if it's using it and delete all the junk in that folder. So there's a lot of stuff in that folder that it'll delete. Make sure you delete it out of your recycling bin, and your PC will run fine now. So actually, there's one more thing. Go to search. If you want to do this, you don't have to. With that last step I just showed you, go to search, type in administrative tools, and then go to disk cleanup. And if you don't already know about this, run this, I'd say at least twice a week, and it'll go through here. It'll clean up all the files on your computer, and delete stuff that you don't use. So again, run this at least twice a week, 3 times a week. Your computer will run a lot better. And this is how I get the best performance out of my PC, even though it doesn't have the best specs, as you've seen earlier. Um, that's basically it. Just tips from my perspective of how how my PC performs and how many other PCs that I've fixed and helped people with. Um, this has helped a lot in their performance. So go ahead and do these tasks. If you have any questions or you're having any problems with this or anything else, let me know and I will try to help you out. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.